Bringing it to you live from San Pedro, California, Ion Sports Network, Global Rallycross, Red Bull Global Rallycross. Check it out right here on Ion San Pedro.
First off, this venue is insane. We're right here on the water. We had a great air show earlier. Great view. Really tight course, but what that makes for is a really intimate setting. The pits are really up and close and personal with the drivers, the cars, very close to the track itself, so you can walk back and forth. It's all really close proximity.
Let's talk about Global Rallycross, here and then the scale. How you loving it?
Global Rallycross is by far the most aggressive and entertaining racing out there. Very grateful to be one of the drivers in this series, and I take a lot of pride in driving for Subaru.
When you look around us and, this venue, I mean, it is perfect. I was walking into the racetrack this morning at 7 o'clock. The sun's coming up over the water. You got the palm trees, you got the Pacific Ocean, you've got the boats. I'm like, wow, it doesn't get any better than this, and it's just such a great backdrop. We got the hills behind us of Palos Verdes. We got the Pacific Ocean there. We're out there on a pinnacle. I mean, when you think of LA and the car culture, the Fast and Furious, the movies that have been made here, and the passion of the people and their cars, you have to live here to understand it. And this is almost the home. I mean, it's the home of GRC. They're based just down the road, maybe 30 miles away. But it also feels like the home of Rallycross as well. And the excitement. I mean, you think of all the speed shops and the hot rod places are out here, and the tuners and the street racing and things that go on out here. I mean, it's the demographic that everybody wants, probably more so than any city anywhere in the United States. And for GRC to pick the San Pedro area, I think it's a slam dunk.
Rally car is motocross with a roll cage. I mean, I think it's a little bit tougher because the motocross, it was more down to fitness and your willingness to go for it. Whereas you get car racing like NASCAR, where it's a lot more down to the car. Rally is kind of that in between, where it's it's great racing. It's not like monster trucks where anything can happen, but a lot more can happen in rally than maybe like a NASCAR.
What about the venue?
Dude, I tell you, this San Pedro venue has been awesome. It's a little bit tighter, but what's cool about it is it has so much elevation change. Kind of being a parking lot, this feels like it was made for Rallycross. And I tell you what, the crowd was awesome. Everyone's been really stoked and yelling, as you hear in the background, so it's pretty cool.
Tell me about Global Rallycross, the growth at the scale nationwide.
No, Global Rallycross is awesome. It's really a lot of fun. These cars are so quick. It's hard. If you're a motorhead, it's hard not to like cars sliding around, jumping through the air, banging into each other. So it's pretty neat.
I've got my eye on San Pedro. Number one!